Hi, everyone. Welcome to this contributor meeting. Today, I'm going to be your host. And starting off with the triage. Is Hadi on this call? I don't see him. But yeah, let's go up with the reviewers for previous week. So Dan and Shitan. Are you on this call? Shitan, I see.
Yes. Am I audible?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah. Previous week, I didn't, there's nothing in particular with respect to GitHub discussions, but there was a GitHub issue though, and many people have reported this issue that talks about Argo CD not using the credentials for private Helm chart dependencies. So I wanted to highlight this because I've seen many similar issues on GitHub related to this. So yeah, that's the only issue that I wanted to highlight.
I think I was not a moderator, but I also noticed, periodically people comment on that issue. Do you know, is it basically, I had one theory, we quietly changed behavior in a previous release, I think. Basically, we noticed there was a security, pretty much security bug, like repo server was sending all possible Helm credentials while generating all possible credentials for Helm repositories. And then we fixed it. So now repo server gets Helm credentials only if that Helm repo is whitelisted in a project. And that's, I suspect maybe that's the reason. So it's maybe a documentation bug. And I feel like I'm saying that basically we need to validate it and maybe improve documentation, but have you seen any something that disapprove the theory?
Actually, I tried to reproduce this issue. I assigned myself to one of the issues, but I couldn't reproduce it. So yeah, I think I'll have to investigate more. As you said, Alex, it might be something related to documentation.
But basically, yeah, there is no easy way for people to see if. So controller is supposed to send credentials to all Helm repositories to the repo server, and it filters out all the repos which are not whitelisted in the project, and it's all just done in the background, and users have no way to see which credentials were sent, which was not. I think we unassigned a lot of bugs from 2.3 release, and we committed to do triage and reattach important bugs to 2.4. I think this is one of the important ones, just because of number of complaints. So I suggest we attach it to 2.4.
Yeah, thanks, Alex. I think one of the you have already assigned one of the issues to 2.4.
Okay.
So others might be duplicate. We can verify it once and close it. Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Shitan. So going forward, let's select the next primary and secondary for next week. Any volunteers for primary next week?
I would be happy to join.
Okay.
I'm sorry that I didn't report last time. I just went to vacation when I was volunteer. So I'm sorry for that. It will not happen.
Okay. And I volunteer myself to be secondary. So we're done with that. One quick second.
Leo Semyak in chat said that they'd be willing to do secondary if you wanted to give
Say that
it
again,
to
sorry.
a first timer. There's a first timer in chat willing to be secondary if you're willing to give it up.
Yeah, or Leo, if you want, you can be primary or somebody else can be as you wish. It's not. A lot of people wants to be secondary,
So who'll be volunteering for secondary next week?
I can go for next week. Samyak.
Yeah. Okay. Samyak is your name in this. Yeah, I see you here.
Yeah, below Dan. Yes.
All right. And Pasha primary. Okay. Okay. All right, moving forward. Alex, you have a topic here. It's about the release candidate for Argo CD 2.3. You want to take the lead on this one?
All right, so I just wanted to double check with people that no one is working on anything critical that you want to get into 2.3 release. Right now, there is two known issues. One is looks like we did some breaking changes in Slack. Basically, there's a bug that is reproducible, and already I think Pasha is working on fixing it. And there is also a pull request that should be. I want to try to merge it. Basically, it's a PR that's supposed to let people simplify using Argo CD with tools like Gerrit. Yeah, and that's so basically we're working on two of those things, and then I was thinking to create release candidate branch. And let me know, please, I guess before the end of today, if you want to get something else in. We still, I mean, it's not going to be released, it's just going to be a branch, so we still can cherry pick whatever we like. All right, and I think, yeah, no need to do it right now. Yeah, I guess. But if you want to, just let me, and yeah, we can delay branch creation.
Okay, thanks, Alex. Any questions about this one? Anyone? No? Okay, so moving forward, we have a question from Hong, schedule for the very next rollout release. Hong, want to elaborate a little bit better on this?
I know I can talk with Jesse. Jesse is not here, but I do answer, like have several people asking me about when will be the next rollout release. I think the milestone is talking about the January the 31st there. I just like try to get an idea like where we are. Like, does Alex or Andrew, like, do you guys have some idea so I can like reply to the community?
I know that Harry had an idea. I think,
Harry has it?
He's not here, but I know that we spoke about it recently. I don't remember the date. My impression was that it's supposed to be very soon, basically within a week.
I see. Okay. So basically within a week, maybe next week. Cool.
I think.
Thank you. Yeah, I think that's all.
Okay, thanks, Hong. All right, that wraps up for our topics. Any last minute topic somebody wants to bring it up?
I just had one topic.
Yes.
So this is regarding the stale PRs. So last week I was just going through the PRs. There are a few PRs like which are 1 year old. Just wanted to know like how we want to deal with those PRs, because we have around 100 PRs which are outstanding. So one thought I had was requesting the user if he or she is still interested in working. If not, we could just give 1 or 2. We could just check with the PR owner 1 or 2 times or close those PRs.
We had kind of two parallel conversations about it. One was about issues, and then another one about pull requests. We spoke about PRs with Pasha because he brought it up, the same idea as well. I guess we want to try to, try to do triaging of both again. And Pasha was going through PRs one by one. I think he was going to just come up with a doc to at least find easy ones that can be closed just because they're all too obsolete. And I think we didn't want, at least one idea was not to close PRs just based on age, because some of pull requests are still valid and we could, you know, use them. I guess I like the idea to at least try to categorize them and, you know, immediately close ones which have no chance anymore because they're too obsolete, and then try to see if we still get a lot of pull requests that needs, you know, attention and useful, then we can have another discussion and maybe look for volunteers who wants to bring them back to life. But basically, I feel like it was my New Year resolution to try to clean up issues again and PRs. I know that Jan was going to participate as well when we spoke about it. We wanted to basically do the same thing with issues. Look for ones which definitely should be closed, try to get rid of duplicates, then hopefully it reduce number of things, like number of issues in general we should worry about. And then in regards to issues, we wanted to introduce Tailbot and some additional bots to automate, to simplify triaging going forward.
Yeah, thank you, Alex. Yes, I have plans to spend actually next week for at least categorize all these pull requests, and after we can review it here, and definitely we all can participate to close them or merge them and whatever we want. But actually my plan was somehow to group them and see what we can do.
I had one more thing here. So there are few PRs which are like pending with the CI jobs because of the first time contributors. So are we planning to create a list for that and just I don't know, like start the CI jobs at least for those PRs, or
I think okay.
Or categorizing them and then
I can start PRs right now. That's not a big deal. Basically, I think it will take, I don't know, 15-20 minutes to do it, so I can do it. And okay, what will really help, like if we have reviewers who are going to look into those pull requests, maybe if you comment, and then I will get GitHub notification, so I will know at least which PR makes sense to kind of to approve the CI for.
got it. Like if I'm reviewing the PR, I should just
yes, yeah. If you ping, if you just mention me there, and I will know that you are reviewing, and I can start the CI job.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, sure.
But I think the reason it's we didn't react is because there is just too many. We keep merging, but we still I see it's like 130. Yeah.
I want to discuss on notification engine with PR that I mentioned in the chat. This is essentially to come up with a solution where we can have a common notification channel for multiple triggers. We have been discussing like briefly in the PR, but I just wanted to get some consensus around what should be our approach in such a case.
Yeah, yes. Give me 1 second to open it,
sure.
And maybe
I opened it in my.
Oh, you opened it. Okay. I think so. I think that the short summary for everyone is we have a problem in notification engine. I mean, it's not a problem. Basically, there is a feature request or improvement request. Right now, users have to create multiple annotations, one per subscription, and it's just kind of redundant and annoying. And the suggestion is to improve it a little bit. And one way to improve it was to kind of put more data into notification, into annotation name. But this approach has an issue because annotation name is very limited. Basically, it cannot be very long. And so only other way to solve it, at least in my opinion, was to put more data into annotation value. And it's really difficult to represent complex data as a form of just string. So instead I said, let's switch just to YAML and then consider introducing first class field into the application CRD or rollout CRD. It can be done independently. Yeah, that was a proposal. And then I saw your response, Ravi, but I just didn't get time to reply. So I think you're suggesting an improvement, right? You want a little bit more compact kind of way.
Right. Just to avoid duplicating the destinations with different set of triggers, if we can combine the triggers and have a common destination, that will optimize the amount of content that goes into the annotation.
Okay, so the biggest change is that you want triggers. And do you mind if we, because it's YAML and it's already structured, is it okay if we change trigger field into a list array? So would you be fine with that? Basically, if we just have square brackets around this, so it would not be just a string, it would be all right. I think I like it. Yeah, I think I proposed the first variant, but I was not like married to it. I think yours is better. Yeah, this is less typing. Okay, and I remember I asked Jesse what he thinks about it. So I think he's asking like, why didn't we do it from beginning? I will reply to him, but I guess the reason was that initially the structure we had was for just Argo CD notifications, which were a separate project. So it was impossible to, it would be strange to have a field, for example, in Argo CD application, and then only third-party project uses it. Now, when we merged, engine and Argo CD, that's why I was proposing to support first-class field. But I guess I would do it in steps. I would do what you have here, Ravi, like this annotation stuff, and then maybe the next PR, or even like basically the annotation would be enough. And we can decide when to introduce the first field, so the first class field later. Okay, then I will, just in case, reply here so we don't forget. So basically, I'm kind of agreeing with your suggestion. Yeah, the only change is to, instead of a string, we use an array of strings to represent list of triggers.
Sounds good, Alex. Thanks.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you, Javi. Anyone else with a last minute topic? Want to bring it up? Yes, we have someone in the chat. Sawima.
Am I audible?
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, great. Yeah, Alex, I've sent a PR link and think we would like to have this feature in if you had time to review it. It's a front-end feature.
Awesome. I didn't catch where did you send it? Did you send it in Slack?
Yeah, on the Zoom chat as well. Right now.
Zoom chat. Okay, thank you. I am trying to find it.
Is this one? $82.10, is that the one we're talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
It's just adding a favorite, kind of like a wish list feature. So for users who have a lot of apps and they just want to mark a few of them as like the favorite one. So the filter will just, when you click, if you play the video, it just, yeah. So the video is.
And I think basically this is probably one of the things that we want in the release before we create release candidate, right? That's what I think I was looking for this type of, changes. So if it's kind of pretty much done already, it would be a shame to don't get it into. Okay, thank you. So I'm adding it to my list. And
thanks.
Should we target this for 2.3, Alex? Here,
I think it's a great way to I'm doing it right now. So
okay,
this way we want. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Salmia. Anyone else?
Before I forgot to ask about it, but basically I think it would be last time Pasha and Kostis helped with release block. If it helped a lot, so yeah, maybe we can.
Yeah. That's actually what we wanted to ask. We would be happy to help with blog post for new release.
Do you mind if I just create a shared Google Doc and then we can just use, I will create a shared Google Doc and just mention it here in this document. And then everyone who wants to contribute, feel free to contribute.
Okay, so.
Yeah, and I guess, it like the people who, at least we should make sure that features that you want to be mentioned in release blog should be there. If you add a paragraph of your feature and then just keep it empty, but at least we won't forget to have it there. And I think I'm going to create the doc right now, and I will send link with you later, so you can have it in.
So.
Oh, I can do it myself. Here it is, and I think I made everyone a commenter, and just click request edit permissions. I think you should be able to do it, and I will get email and approve immediately. I don't think if we give edit permissions to everyone, someone can delete stuff, I guess. Yeah, but
cool.
Actually, yeah,
Thanks,
I think I can. Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
All right. Awesome.
All right. Anything else? Okay, so if we don't have any other topic, I'll give you back this 15 minutes or so in your day, and we'll see you next week. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Thanks for hosting.